Alright, so this is Cayo Perico, $100,000 buy-in. Doing the hard level, and the first thing we do is gather intel. So it says to go to Procopio Beach. I'm going to go ahead and fast travel the sub since I'm in the Spoochie Beach right now. I'm going to fast travel over to Procopio. Takes $2,000 to do that for me. I wish there was a way to make it nothing. But
you wish to set course, Captain?
Or how to do it. So I will be using the Sparrow throughout all my prep missions. And one thing I want to always try to do is not fire the rockets at the guys next to the plane. But in this case, I think I do. We'll see. Can you tell this is a voiceover?
Goodbye.
So it's always good to have the Sparrow with your Kasatka because it's easily, to get on and off the sub quickly. Okay, just pointing at the yellow dot.
So we go back to paradise. Again, safest approach to reconnaissance is to pose as one of Mr. Rubio's smugglers. I have been monitoring air traffic from the island, and I have coordinates of the most recent plane to land in Los Santos. I, for one, am keen to see how
Make
things
sure
have
when I
changed
shoot
since
my
our last
missiles
trip.
that they're at least aimed at the truck or the SUV. I don't want to shoot them right next to the plane. So, I'm checking to see if my armor and my snacks are all filled, and they are. It's always best to have them filled right before you're about to do this mission, even though right now we don't need it. And unfortunately, I'm at the very top of the
You have got the
map.
plane. Good. Now, fly south. Then keep flying south until you hear the sound of angry blonde Colombian on Tropical Beach. Coordinates are with you now. Disguises should be in back of plane. You can change on the way. And leave your weapons. Mr. Rubio will not trust smugglers. The guards will shoot you on sight if you are armed.
One thing I like to do when I'm flying is first off to return my Sparrow, just for the, just to return it. Doesn't need to be done. But the other thing is that especially when I'm this far away, I like to get up as high as possible, because when I get close to the yellow marker on the bottom of the map, I notice that it transitions me over to Cayo Perico pretty quickly, even before I even get anywhere near the yellow marker. So I know that when I fly lower, that it does seem to take all the way until I get to the yellow marker. Already started fast forwarding it, you should fast forward it right now. here I am getting closer to the yellow marker. And you'll see that being at this height, which is about roughly middle ways between the ceiling and the ground on the map, it still takes me way before I get to the yellow marker. At least a little bit before. Okay, so this is what I do because I'm solo playing. I can't get any gold because they're all inside of the locked areas that
Why can't you assholes be on time for once, eh?
Open up.
Arms out, let's go.
And so I look for the cocaine.
Okay.
That is the
Right over there.
highest
They will bring
valued
it soon.
secondary.
Go on.
As soon as you go beyond the airstrip, you must be careful. If guards get a good look at you while you are in the restricted area,
there have been times when it's just been a bunch of cash and marijuana only. But luckily, I think at one time there was a painting inside of the office. But in this case, I did find cocaine in a quick little easy way instead of having to get the machine to go and take me up there. All I have to do is just take pictures from this distance, and it'll give me the different stuff on each table. And luckily, there was another cocaine. So I have my two cocaines. Two cocaines will fill up your entire loot bag. And so right there, I'm thinking, that's all I need to do. I don't need to look really anymore for any more of the secondary, whatever it's called, secondary stash, whatever. So now I'm looking for a uniform. This is my best way of dealing with all the guards, is to find the uniform so that I don't have to so I don't have to worry about getting caught by any of the guards around here and the security cameras. Here I see that there's marijuana, or no, it was another cocaine, right? Yeah, it was another cocaine, but this one is a little more difficult to get the items from. You have to kill the guard that's up on top of the two-story building next door to it, and you have to make sure not to use your torch to open the gate while there is a guard walking beside the fence. You always have to make sure that they're not near you when opening the gate with your torch. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going over here to this pier because I know that sometimes there's uniforms over here. And so to me, being that the cocaine is over here at the airport and an entrance is over here at the main dock, I know this will be an easy place to get it. There was uniforms, so there I go. I have my picture of my uniforms, and so the third thing that I always look for is the truck to get in. And the truck is in one of 5 places. One is at the airport, which it wasn't there. The second will be where I'm about to go to, which is the North Dock, I think is what it's called. I'm going to check over here to see if it's there. When riding the motorcycle, I especially like using the motorcycle, but when riding the motorcycle and seeing a guard somewhat close by, I usually just go really slowly so I don't get, it doesn't get noticed. And do watch out for the tower guards because they can't see you. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check pretty much all the other places around here to where maybe I can just get, if there's cocaine over here and uniforms, I can just come on this side and get all that stuff too. But so here I was going to check in the front there. I was checking those 2 fronts of these little barn things to see if I had any uniforms. And the gate here, I'm checking to see what they have, and I believe that's marijuana. See, there's no clothing there on the side. I think it's marijuana. Yeah. So I don't really care about that since I have the 2 cocaines. There's a truck coming,
Marijuana,
so I
easy
have to
to
make
sell.
sure I don't
I
get
will mark a
seen.
location planning screen.
They'll pass by and leave. From here, I can carefully move over to where the truck would be. I checked to make sure if the clothing was there. I gotta watch out for the guard in front of me, so I'm staying right here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go towards him, but pass behind it, next to the building where the security camera is, and go between there to see if the truck is there. Okay, so the guard is leaving. I can now go. I can run. I don't have to worry about being quiet. The other guard on the left shouldn't be anywhere near me. There is a place right here where there's some stuff, but again, this one is a little harder to get to because you will have to kill a guard. But there was just cash in there and only one thing, so it's not even worth it. So right over here is where the truck would be parked if it was here, and it's not, so we don't have to worry about anything over here on this side. So right now I'm just going to go head back to the bike and move on to the next area to see what there is, so I can make sure I can plan out my route better. And right now I'm pretty free to go driving around, but I'm going to try to take this little shortcut here, wait for the guard on the tower to move away, and there I go. So I just cut across right here. What I'm trying to do is go over here where the 2 roads meet together like this, go a little further out so that I'm not seen by the guards. Just be careful with all the trees because the big ones will stop you. And I cut across, all the way across to the other side, and I want to get on the back side of that checkpoint area. And what I'm doing right here is I'm waiting, even though I probably could go. See, there's a guard up on the top tower there, and he's looking out towards the area that I want to go now. So I'm just waiting here. Once he goes back to looking the other direction, then I will go. What I'm going to be doing here is making a jump using the first little small hill that there is there to jump up over the top hill. So I get some good speed, and right as I come up here, I do a little wheelie. And as long as you land in this area, you're not going to bother any of the guards. Slow down through here though, because you will go off the edge if you go too fast. And just come along here, be careful with any of the traffic. There is a guard right here to the right. Just go around him. And what I do is I cut through this area here. Now see, there's another guard, but he just turned back. So I can just go along this edge, and I should be fine. And see, there's a truck going on the road in front of me, so I just have to be careful. I can pass him down. And what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to go start going up the hill towards the towers. The tower is where you need to go to check the Rubio's fortress place. There is a little trick. If there isn't a guard in this area, in this little circle area, the box is going to be on the ground floor. And it's right there to the right. It's either going to be right there or over in front or on the other side of the tower, but right there. If there is a guard there, you're going to have to climb the tower. This is purely math. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check each one of these and what the multiple is. So the first one is a multiple of 10. The next one is a multiple of 2. And the next one is a multiple of 1. So now I need to get to 110. So I know 90. And this one, I get to the ×2 for the other 9, and then the next one will give me 2 with a single, and that's the way to make it work. So he tells you to just get on your phone, go to the Sightseer
You
app.
can use it with the app on your phone. Now, what do we have here?
When I'm in here as a solo player, all I need to do is check 4 cameras
Let's
in
have a look in
reality.
the vault room, in the basement.
The 4th camera, after this one, will be the basement. And this is where you're either going to find something inside of the case, which in this case is a Sentinito Tequila,
Mr.
or you're going to
Romeo,
find
what a
some
fine
bombs
antique
inside
bottle of
the
diamond
safe
encrusted
there.
tequila you have. A drink like this deserves to be
So,
appreciated, not
this
locked
is
away.
the
We must
lowest
liberate it for him,
price
yes?
item
Getting
that
through
you
the
can
case
get
will
money
be a
from,
challenge.
but because
Use
this
the
is
wrong
the
tool
hard
and you'll
mode,
destroy what is
I'm
inside.
getting an extra
I will do some research.
$93,000. Normally it's just $600,000.
Remember,
Then
you are
here
not
you're
attacked.
gonna,
There's
this is
only
where
so
when you
much
have
you can
other
carry.
people
If you
with
want
you,
more,
this is a
bring
room that's
friends.
right next door.
Gold.
There's
I
gold.
see.
Gold
I
is
have
always
made a
better
note on the
than
planning
everything
board.
else.
I do not know if
The
this painting is
paintings are
good,
just
but I
under
know
the
it is
cocaine
expensive.
in
I will note
amount.
location here.
And then the next one is the office. And right across the room there would be a painting that you could steal, but in this case there isn't. This is the other side of the wall. There is a safe behind that circular picture, and that's where you'll get some extra money there, plus a gun and health if you need it. And on the other opposite side, there would be a painting there too, if it was possible. Now I'm just going to, I'm gonna show everything, but in reality, all I'm trying to do now is look to see on the outside of the gate if the truck is out there.
Noting location.
This is a way to find out if the truck is parked in front of the gate, in front of the main entrance.
Okay, position locked.
I have never done this with anybody else, so I've never been inside of these rooms. The only time I've ever seen anybody do that is when they were doing a glitch, and I've never been able to do one of those glitch entrances, but I've never gone in through these rooms. So here's the first one. There will be 2 guards over here. There is another way to get in without needing to go through the main thing, and it's the best thing to do is to kill the guards on the outside and see if one of them has a key to enter in through the gate. Right here is the grappling area to go over the fence, or the wall there, but I've never done that myself. And over by the trees over there will be the main entrance, which is this camera. And as I go to the left here, if the truck is here, it will be right here sitting there, except it'll show it there, but by the time you come over here for the main heist, I've seen a driver take it, and he's just driving around the island, so you can wait for him to park it, and you take it after that or whatever. But on this side there is also 2 guards. Once again, kill them too if you want a key. And then here's the other side of the compound where the another grappling area to get across over the wall, right there where the broken fence thing is. And so that was it. I've got everything that I need to check. If you ever come over here and it's your first time during the day, there are 2 buried cash little bundles, and there are 2 hidden treasure things. So always check those when you're doing your prep missions and stuff like that, so you can get $100,000 for finding all 4 of those, and $25,000 each. And so you pretty much end up paying the entry fee to do this thing. So right over there, straight ahead, the truck can be parked right there. And I didn't see it at first, so I had to zoom in to see, and it looks like it is there. And so I take a picture, and it does say that the truck is there. So I know, okay, there is where the truck is going to be. And right now, that's all I need. I've got my truck, I've got a good place to get the uniform, and I've got the two secondary for the full loot bag of the 2 cocaines. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just going to drive over to the other area of interest, which is the main dock area, to show you where the last spot of a possibility of where the truck would be. But again, like, you don't even need the truck to go in. You're just gonna have to kill some guards. And at first I was pretty bad at it, but headshots are always the best if you can get good headshots of those guards on the side wall. And the one that I always pick to go through is the one on the right side, or if you're looking at the map, it will be on the left side. It's the, I guess, western entrance. So right here, I'm going to get close, and in this little area here would be where the truck would be also parked. So there are 5 spots to see, to find the truck, if you want to always go through with the truck. And to me, the truck is the easiest one. You don't have to kill anybody to get the truck. And here is one of the places where there's some more secondary loot, and it's once again showing nothing good there. Right over here, be careful with the tower gun. But right here inside of this crate thing here would be another place for uniforms. But because I've already found a good uniform place, that should be the end of my searching. And what I think I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go and get myself cocked, because that is the quickest way. I'm going to go over here to say, if you ever do it with another person, there are some secondary loot places where is supposedly better product, or that you can find better product inside of these gates, but they are only able to open if you have 2 players. One player has to go right there next to that control box and hold the gate open. The gate will open while you're holding it, and the other player goes in to grab the loot. That's how those work. But of course, you're gonna have some guards walking around at the same time, so you have to be careful how you approach that. And so that's just one of the places that can do it. Now here's a map. I'm going to show you that this is where I'm going to be entering through. That's the main entrance. I'm going to be coming in a boat here. I'm going to show you that I'm going to turn right there in between those 2 lands, and then I'm going to go straight for the clothing there. So once I get the clothing, then I'm going to go to the airport. I'm going to park the boat there, and then come over here without getting seen, but it doesn't matter. I'll be in the clothing. I'm going to pick up these 2 cocaine bundles, which will fill my loot bag all the way up. Then I'll just travel along this road. I don't have to worry about getting caught. I take the right road and then the left road there, and just keep following it. That's the main road. That's right there is where the checkpoint is. Then I will turn there, but see, there's a little shortcut also. So right after the checkpoint, if you go right there, right after that next building, you can kind of cut across that area there just to get to the truck. But if not, just go down the thing, and then you could either take the road backwards to go to the place, or come over here on this side and go along this, and it all leads pretty much to the same place, which is the compound. Right there is a little checkpoint area. That's where I need to go. And you'll see when I do it that all you have to do is just run through the gate. You don't have to worry about waiting for the gate to open up. Just run through the gate. It doesn't matter. Just don't hit any of the guards. That's all you want to do. And then you'll come up to the front entrance, then a little yellow circle, and just honk your horn. And so I'll be entered in there. I'll be going through this little route here. In the middle of the target, there's going to be a guard right there. I need to wait for him to move that way, and then I'll come around, go down, and then back up the stairs, go along this building. There's going to be another guard right there. Go over here, go climb up the stairs. There will be another guard, and I'll show you that when it comes. Go into the office, do all the stuff inside the office, and get the stuff. And then I'll be coming back out, and then I'll just exit the way I came in through the main door. And then after I get out, I'll come here, and this is where I'll kill the motorcycle guard easily. Come over here in the motorcycle, and I'll pass up another guard around there. Just go into this area and just haul butt through there, but be careful with the trees, and just jump into the water and swim as far as I can out. And that should be the end of the heist. It'll just take me back to Los Santos after that. Kind of a little quick way of getting out of here. And so that's it. It's a simple little thing. Once you've done it over and over again and stuff, it will be a simple thing to get through. So there, I get caught by the security camera. Little cutscene shows that they're all tough guys. Take me back to the airport. It's a quick way of getting out of here. But of course, sometimes whenever you get caught when you're still in the middle of doing stuff, it'll still let you go out. But you know, he says there that like it only works so many times and stuff. I've never gotten caught to the point where no, I think I did. I think I have gotten caught like it's maybe 3 or 4 times or something like that, and they will send you back to Los Santos, where you then have to come back. And you, I think, can get it done at the airport, but maybe you have to go back to Osaka. I'm not sure. So now I'm back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recall my Kasatka to put it there next to Vespucci Beach, because to me, it is the best place to be. It's the closest to all of the prep missions, and so I call the Kasatka while I'm here in the airport, and it'll put it there in the water next to Vespucci Beach, and that's where I want it to go. And so I just need to exit the airport, and I'm going to call my Sparrow. I was going to call my Mach 2, but I'm going to be doing everything in the Sparrow. And luckily, the Sparrow just spawned right here. I noticed that the Sparrow can spawn right next to where I'm at, so it's kind of good. And you got to go to the Kasatka, go to request vehicle, and it's already there. There's the Sparrow. And it popped up right there. So, simple enough.
Yo! Prop 208 me. You missed. You knew traffic.
So right now, all I'm going to do is just go over to the
So, primary
submarine.
reconnaissance complete. Come back to the submarine and we start to plan in detail. If you wish to return to the island
Continue
to check
into
something,
the
be my guest.
prep mission stuff. There's going to be 5 prep missions.
Hey, so
The first one is going to be I don't know, let's see when we get there. All you have to do when you're coming over here is get close to the sub, into the middle of it, and just push the right D-pad, and it will automatically take you into the sub. Just make sure that you're close to the sub, because you'll see later on that I'm not close enough for them work, so you just gotta get close. So just go back to the control room. It's right here, same level. Go back to the computer. So we're done with the intel area. The intel stuff, I did that a long time ago in the beginning, and it just keeps it automatically there. So right now, we're just gonna go to the prep. You can see that my centimeter tequila is 693,000. Normally it is just 600,000. Approach vehicle, that's what it was. So the first thing is the approach vehicle. I've never gotten anything other than the Longfin. And this is where it's kind of good to have the Phantom Wedge, because you can just call your Phantom Wedge and get it spawned right there, and it will be able to take your Longfin, which is on a trailer, to the place it needs to go to. So that's it. It tells me that I need to go to the Vinewood police station, which is the one over by the Diamond Casino. It's either going to be Vinewood, it's going to be Vespucci, which is the police station there by the highway that goes underneath into the tunnel, or the La Mesa, which is the one that's over by the industrial area of the
This is good
lower,
news for two reasons. First, it will annoy him very much. Second, we can seize their boat and use it to approach the island as if we were one of his own. The police have not taken it to secure location yet. It is still on a trailer outside the station. We act quickly, we can just drive it
all I
away.
have to do now, see, if you don't have the Phantom Wedge, once you get close to the area of the police station, that's when this guy here, I can't remember his name, at the Saka, he'll tell you, hey, there's trucks around the area that you can find it, where you can see that they pop up on the map, and there should be 3 trucks available.
The boat is on a trailer. You will need something to tow it. I have options
There
for
you
you.
go. So
Coordinates are with you now.
it's always whenever you get close to it, or if you take like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes looking around or whatever before you get there, he'll ring you in and stuff like that about it. So right now, I'm getting rid of my Sparrow because I need to get my other one, but I'll show you here that there is a truck over here. To me, that's so far away. There's 2 trucks right there next to each other. It's a little closer, but again, they're still far away from where I need to go and get the Longfin. So that's why it's good to have a Phantom Wedge, because you can use it for this very simply. And so all I'm going to do is just call up my Phantom Wedge, and it'll spawn right there next to me. I don't know what I'm waiting for here. I still don't know what I'm waiting for here. Still waiting. Okay. Alright, let's go. What the hell was I doing? Let's go. Get on with it. If I didn't edit this out, you're going to see the reason why. It's because I don't know how to. So anyways, finally, now I'm going to call up my Phantom Wedge. I always look away from where I want it to spawn, because if you look where you want it to spawn, it's going to spawn behind you. So once I get into it, he's going to tell me
Sometimes, Captain, I think you are more planned ahead than
Good
me.
job by
Nice truck, by the way. Is it fast?
owning
It
this.
will need to be.
I usually like to just reverse into it because the entrance is right here to the left. And once I get a little lined up good, I try to run over as many of these guys as possible because they're all going to start shooting at me. So you want to have your health up and armor up. And from here on, we're just going to go south because we need to get to Elysian Island. What I do is just take this route here. Make sure to knock all the cops out of the way because some of them will dismantle you. Watch out for the vans there because they obviously have spike strips out. And these trucks, the Phantom Large, even though they're like big and tough, they don't have bulletproof tires. So from here, I'm taking right up to the second right, and then I come up to where the tram is, take a left, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get over to the other railroad tracks that are over here that will take me to the bridge. And to me, this is the best way to evade the cops. When you come over here, there's always going to be a train coming through. So it doesn't matter if you get onto the tracks now because it's going to be a long time until another train comes through. So as long as you come over here, stay on the left side tracks and just sit here in the middle of the bridge and wait for the cops to go away, and right there is where we're going to head to. And so it's simple as that. Once we get out of the bridge, just take that little route there. It'll come up with a yellow route and everything as well. But to me, this is the easiest way to get through this little mission. Every time, no matter where the police station is and stuff, that you get the Longfin, it's always going to end up here on the island. It's going to be the same place all the time. Which is another reason why I like having the trap guy where it is, because it's a little light right here, just enter in the gate. You have to give it a little bump for it to start opening. And just get into the yellow, and that's it. It's simple. It's the easiest way to evade the cops. It's also easier to get, dealt with the cops because with it, you can knock the cops over, but with a regular truck, it's probably going to be a little harder if they get in front of you. There, I return that, and then I can just go back to the service vehicles and call up Sparrow. There it is. It just pops right up. Sometimes if you're lucky, there will be trucks just driving around because it knows you're looking for them, but I think it's sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. That's all I have to do is just fly from that area just over the airport area, and there's the Saka. Like I say, just as long as you fly close to it, you get right over the middle of it, and push the right D pad, and you enter very quickly. Back to the computer. Now we're going to get the 3 tools that we need. So we go back to the prep, go to the equipment, When we're in the equipment, we don't need to ever worry about the demolition charges. We just want the plasma cutter, the fingerprint cloner, and the cutting torch. You can do them in any you know, you can pick whichever one to do first. I just always go in order. Most of the time for these, they're always going to be to the right. And you're just going to go into some warehouses just to get some information about that. For this tool here, the first one, which is the saw, get rid of the last of the this one you're just going to see go to a warehouse where some rival thieves are doing their own job, and so we need to go and find where they are so we can steal it from them. This is one of the three, like the other one of three possible areas, warehouses where they will be.
More importantly, to see the vast amounts of money waiting at the top, huh?
This is probably the most often that I've gone to this one. So you just go in here. Don't worry about any people coming to shoot you or anything. It's either going to be there on your left or on the right. And once you see it, take a picture, send it, and that's it. So it'll be either there or the other side, and that's it. You just get out of there. Once you get back into the helicopter, the yellow marker will come up. And it's always going to be at either Rockford Hills area, or it's going to be near Vespucci Beach. Yeah, those are the three areas: 2 in Rockford Hills and 1 by Vespucci Beach. Now with these guys, if you don't kill them pretty well, what you can do with this, if you have this, use your missiles, kill them good. But you will probably miss them if you don't get them all on these first initial missiles. But I would drop the helicopter right in this area here. Run over there, get ready in case there are some more, because once you kill them all, then you're going to have some cars coming up trying to shoot you as well. And these guys, they do pretty well with killing, so I've been killed so many times with these idiots. Once you get the bag, then you're going to notice on the map that the cars start to come. You can get out of there real quick, because usually they always come from the opposite side.
Just
get
the
in
cutter
your
back to me and have the eyes in the back of your head,
get out of there quickly. But right now, because they're starting to shoot, this stupid bus gets close to me and that's messing up a bit, but that's it. Just go back to the sub. Don't have to worry about them anymore because we'll get away from them pretty simple enough. So like these, they're very simple prep missions. And because I've never done the other ones, like for the demolition charges or whatever and stuff like that, I had no idea what is involved with those. very simple. Plasma cutter. Plasma cutter. So back to the computer. Go back to the prep. Go to equipment. Now next is the fingerprint cloner. This one's going to be a bit the same. We're going to go to one place and then have to go to another place afterwards. But in this one, the first place we go to, we're going to have to deal with some people. There's only 4 guys inside of this warehouse building. So, and once again, there are 3 possible places where they go and stuff.
Safe tool. This is the backup which allows for reconstructing Mr. Rubio's fingerprints in emergency, and there is only one in existence, kept safe on the mainland by his head of cybersecurity. This and only this will allow us to hack the system. But first things first, we find his archives. Head to the coordinates I have sent you.
This one is the furthest away warehouse for these little side missions, but it's not that big of a deal. Now, with this place, you have to watch out for the security cameras. They say you can just shoot them out. I've tried that before and not been successful with it. So I've always just come over here to the side of the building and turn them off. A simple little thing. And the reason for that is that it allows you to go inside of the warehouse without alarming the people in there, so you can kind of start killing them quieter. But of course, once you start shooting, they all start coming out. And just be careful because their shots, they really take you out. So I went ahead and filled up my health. And once again, just doing these stupid little puzzle things.
Hacking into a cybersecurity system is like pissing into the wind, yes? Well, if I were American, I would agree with you.
What I don't like is that right there is some uniforms. And I'm like, see, we could have just easily have taken them from this place. But no, we have to get them on the island. So again, we have another place to go to. But this time, instead of the second place having bad guys, this one had the first one have bad guys. But this place over here, we're just going to go into a warehouse that's empty and just look for the fingerprint clone. And in this case, since we went to the very furthest one, this one is kind of the closest place to go to. It's just under this overpass. We just parked the helicopter right outside. When you come over here, it's a little easier to take out the security cameras.
You are close now.
I always
there will
use
be
this,
CCTV here as well.
Shotgun. Because if you do get caught through that, when you come back out, there will be guards coming after you. But again, it's up to you if you want to,
The tool you are looking for will be the size of a credit card. Look for something with antennae.
Right there. All you have to do is go to that last area, do a little circle
Did you
around,
find it?
and
I
you'll
strongly
get
suggest you do not wait around.
the fingerprint cloner. And just outside and go back into your helicopter. And that's it. That'll be the end of the second tool. And the last one, which is going to be the torch that gets you inside of the gates of all the secondary loot gates. It's going to be at a construction site, which again, it's 3 possible construction sites. There was one time when I messed up my entry.
In our line of work, it pays to look ahead, Captain, to think of how we cover our tracks. And the most important way will be to destroy all
It wasn't that one, it's the next one, because I know that the last one I wrecked. Okay, so
Welcome back, Captain.
prep
That was a masterclass in clandestine reconnaissance. And you have a tab.
these are things you
Now
need.
to business. Come over to the
These
screen
aren't things
and I
that,
will
like,
give you
you
the
know,
tour.
let's, use them just in case. These are the things that you
Bye.
need. So now, I'm just going to the construction site. One of the construction sites is over by
Mr. Rubio takes hold of loose end. He will strangle you
Michael's
with it,
house
yes.
from the story
Okay.
mission mode.
To get through the drainage tunnel, we will need to cut the grate. To get through it
There's
underwater,
another
we will
one
need
that
correct
is
type of cutting
right
torch.
over here.
These we should be able to find
By,
easily at construction
I think
site.
it's called, like, Little
Although
Korea or
less easy
whatever.
will be the armed guards. Apparently,
And the third one
industrial
is up on the
equipment goes
building
missing
here.
very often in Los
That's the one that
Santos.
we need to go to. So all you want to do is just take your helicopter up, and you're going to park it up on the very, very top, because you have to go down the ramp area and stuff to get the
So,
planes.
avoiding
There
these
are gonna
guards
be
will
some
be
bad
good
guys
practice for
around,
Mr.
so just be
Rubio's
careful.
island, yes? Or
Up
perhaps
here,
you
there's
practice
nothing
art of
around, so
disguise.
just come
You
over
wear
here
hard
and
hat in
land
these places.
right
No one
there.
asks questions.
And
The
you're going to
torch
see
will
a
not just
little
be
yellow
lying
hat
around. You will need to
person
search
there.
toolboxes and so on.
Now, it doesn't let you pick it up right away. You have to go around once and come back, and it'll let you pick it up. So put on the hat. This, in a sense, keeps you away from the guards of getting suspicious. And also be careful not to go off the edge, because I have fallen, I think, once. So right here, you're going to be looking for these tool boxes. They have the green arrows on them. Just be careful around the guards. And you're going to see a blue tool, which is going to be the torch cutter. And you just look around at each one. I think those are the only 2 that are on the outside there. There are like a few more inside of this area here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this one is the one that had it in. Yeah. So the furthest one away had it. That's it. You grab it and you run back.
Did you have it yet?
And you can
Bring
be
it
in
back
their
to me
cone
and
of
I will
vision
store
and
it for
everything's
final
fine, but if
operation.
you like hit them when you stop and look at them or whatever, they'll eventually come after you. And that's it for the tools. Very simple little prep plans. Prep missions. And see, like I say, that's why I like having the Casatco right where it is. It's very close by. I hate the snow stuff because it
Ours is
kind
a
of
strange
like
business,
messes with
Captain.
my
We
vision.
work so hard to get new weapons, vehicles,
still too
equipment,
high.
and then afterwards we destroy it all. The only way to be safe, not sorry, yes? We'll leave behind a single piece of the jigsaw. Mr. Rubio will finish it.
So now this is the last thing we have to do, which is the weapons. Now they give you so many options, but I get the Aggressor because that guy that I watched his video with, he got the Aggressor. He says that one's just, you know, whether it's the best or just it's what you need. That's it. You don't need the disruption stuff. I always just get the Aggressor. You can get whichever one you want, doesn't matter. The thing is that whatever you're most comfortable with. But I will say this, don't get the suppressors here, because it costs $5,000 to get these suppressors. Do not get them yet. You don't have to worry about that. So just get the weapons you want and go for it. Now, this is where it gets a little odd. It says there to go to Merryweather headquarters. That one takes forever to do. And I'm talking forever because what you have to do is you have to follow a slow cargo bob to a place on the other side of the map and then fly back. And that's after you deal with Merryweather. So I always just redo the thing. And see, this is the thing I hate, is that it ends up moving my Kasatka, but it doesn't matter. Because right now we just want to get one of the office buildings. There's a Schlongberg, there's the 707 Vespucci, and then there's the Penrith building. Any of those are the ones that you want to get because those are the easiest
So we are
ones
to do clandestine operation to
once
steal
again,
exotic
I go
booze?
back,
My father would be so
and
proud.
then I get Merryweather again. I promise you it will change. It's just that sometimes you have to do it a little bit more than you want to. And in this case, I think I had to do it 4 times before it finally gave me one of the buildings instead of Merryweather.
So, you're back. The surveillance is over. Now the fun begins. We can begin at the screen whenever you are ready, Captain.
That was the 3rd one. I started to contemplate right now. Should I just do it? But no. Because it's that bad. But luckily, it was the last time there. Because I think I get Schlongberg, which is a little hard to do with a helicopter because on the roof, it really doesn't have a good landing spot. And you'll see by how I try to land it. No, never mind, I was wrong. Guess it was 5th time's the charm. I was telling myself that I was probably gonna edit this out, and I'm throwing up some big quotes on that to do it, but like I say, I don't know how to do that, so you're getting the full video. And so far it's been over just a minute over
Welcome
an
back.
hour
Nice
or
job
so.
on the construction site.
And there it is. 5th time I was able to get this. And believe me, it takes way less time to do this. Now, I was about to go into the helicopter, but I knew I'm not anywhere near the Vespucci Beach anymore, so now I'm going to fast travel back to Vespucci Beach.
You wish to set course,
It will be
Captain.
better for the mission. Schlongberg building is a pretty tall building, so oh yeah, right here for some reason I was having the worst time trying to get into the helicopter. I don't know what was happening, but the Schlongberg is the tallest of the buildings that we have to go to. The 707 is the shortest of the buildings, but we're gonna get some height.
Supply, we must leave no paper trail. And you know the easiest way to have no paper trail? Stealing. I have identified a group bringing in a shipment of unregistered weapons. Should be perfect for us. They are typical Americans, operating out of skyscraper offices. Coordinates should be with you now.
Like I said, the Schlongberg isn't really a good building to land a helicopter on, so what I'm going to show you is that the best place for me is to land it on the little bridge there, the little walkway bridge. And if you can land it perfectly with bulky edges get it on both sides perfectly, but it's a little hard. What I'd like to do is try to get right there, but as you can see, I overdid it, and I'm freaking out. So I even whatever I can to get it to land there. This is probably the best way that you can kind of, I mean, besides getting both legs to be on the edges. But so in here, you're gonna deal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 guys. I get this guy here first. This guy, that guy. These three right here. And there's gonna be a guy that has to try not to throw a grenade because it will start the whole place on fire. Put these guys here. For some reason I kept missing this one. And then there's one guy hiding.
You piece of shit!
And right here you kind of have to do a little thing. Check the lock, the gun locker, it's locked. I do not go fast on these anymore. I wait for this guy to speak. I do everything one thing at a time. I do not try to hurry this up because one time when I was doing this, the whole thing just glitched out. And so I was like, forget that. I do it all slow.
Can you open the locker now?
Make sure everything comes up before I push a button, and then do it. Because right now it doesn't matter about the time, it's just about making sure it doesn't freeze.
In my experience, the
Now, this is a little bit hard, but you gotta be careful because there's gonna be 2 helicopters, or this also. You have to make sure to exit the roof. That's where your helicopter is. Sometimes I've exited on the ground when I have my vehicle up on top. So you gotta watch out for these helicopters. They are very accurate at shooting, and once you kill them, they will spawn some others pretty quickly, so you gotta have to hurry. And also be careful with the way you exit here, because you can get your landing legs. So look at that. I'm already almost dead here. And I needed to go and get out of there as soon as possible. I'm trying to get my health up somewhat. And of course my plane is already messed up because they were shooting the hell out of that. And as I was coming down to the Sanka, I didn't notice that I was running out of the ability to keep the helicopter up. I was just trying to lower it into the thing, but then it just conked out of me. The thing is that once you mess up the vehicle, it will just respawn back into the submarine, so it doesn't matter. And of course you could just swim over to the front end to get up easily. And that's the end. That's all the prep. Everything is done. And you'll see this little message here saying that
We have all we need now, yes,
I'm
Capitan?
gonna start
We go at your
the
command.
final thing. So from here, you just need to go to the finale. Don't need that disruption thing. We got our our items we needed. Those 3: a getaway vehicle or the entrance vehicle, the approach vehicle. So again, do not get the suppressor yet. It's not until you get into the finale area that you're going to get these suppressors, and you get them for free. So right here, you've seen all the stuff, but don't worry about it. Push start. Go over here and go start. Then you're gonna get this little thing. Just go and play your stuff, do it all, and then you're gonna come up with the same thing again. But now this time you're going to do the selecting. So here you just select it. And of course we only have the Longfin because that's all we got. This one here, these are the only places I ever deal with, so I know I need to go to the main dock. Even though I'm not going into the main dock, I just want to enter that way. This doesn't matter. This is saying about how to enter in there. Doesn't matter. Just put whatever. Escape point, same thing, doesn't matter. Time of day, I always do day because it makes me see things better. And then the weapon loadout is where you're going to get your suppressors. Just click it twice and you'll see that it gets chosen. And there you didn't have to pay for them. And that's it. You don't need to hire support crew. You don't need to assign crew cuts, or unless you're doing with other people. But from that, just continue. I don't care what I wear. And that's it. And we'll be on to the heist. So, to do an elite heist, you have to finish the entire mission in under 15 minutes. And you have to get a full loot bag. And you can't have any mess-ups with the Fingerprint.
You have done this so often, you hardly need
So I know that my uniform is over here. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to park the boat right here next to the pier. Make sure that the boat doesn't get jostled around too much and stuff, because we want to take it back to go over to the airport. I get changed real quick. And now I don't have to worry about the guards.
You could probably find one of their trucks and
Get back
just
in the
drive
boat.
through the main gate.
We're going to head towards the airport, which is to the left. And what I'm going to do is just run the boat aboard, land. Doesn't matter. Okay, and like I said, since I'm in this guard's uniform stuff, I can literally just walk around. I always can run anywhere there's guards and stuff like that. But again, don't tempt your fate. Just go as quick as possible through there.
Remember, cameras everywhere. Almost like
There's
Mr.
two guards
Rubio
there
feels
to
a
the
little paranoid
right,
sometimes.
but you can go through the cones because it doesn't matter. Now this guy here, I try to stay away from just to be safe, because this guy, he walks faster than most and he just looks tougher to deal with. So I just wait a little bit to get past him. Now I am gonna have to use the man, I can't think of the stupid name, this lifter, and I'm going to pick up that crate, oh no, the boxes on the pallet here. This is gonna help me get to the top gate area. So I raise it up as high as I can, then I come up and put it up against it, and now I can go into the gates. So I'm going to get to the bottom one.
Your self-sufficiency, infiltrating private islands
thing
on
of
your own.
cocaine. So get in here and just start loading it up. And you're going to see in the loot bag that once I'm finished with this, it's going to be exactly half full. So that's why you only need 2 things of cocaine to fill up a loot bag. And this one gave out pretty good. I got 237,000. I've gotten it to where sometimes it's been like 199,000 only. So this one paid out a little bit better. And I'm gonna get the other here. With the weed and the with the weed, I think it's like maybe you need 3 to fill up a loot bag, and with the cash is 4. But I think ever since they started to change up like the amount totals, it's kind of been a little iffy. But if you ever just have like 1 cocaine and you have a painting that you can get, they will fill up your loot bag. So I just come over here, grab a Jeep, because all I need to do right now is to drive over to the truck. You can go into the compound with any vehicle, but the truck is the only one that will let you get in through the front gate. So this is a route that you take. Once you're on this road here, you just stay on the main road. You can see through the map that there is a little turn off to the right, but that's just to get to the guard tower. Just stay on the main road here. You're going to have a fork, so stay to the right first, and then you're going to have another fork over here, and stay to the left this time. And be careful with the traffic. Yes, you can see me passing them up, but there was one time where I passed up a guy and I got automatically, the alarm started going off. You can haul butt through this checkpoint, it will always open. So what I do is a little, right after that building on the right, I take this little shortcut and it gets me all the way through that whole nonsense of the road. And there is the truck. See, when I took a picture of it, it was inside of that building. Now it's on the outside. So there are little mess ups around this whole area and stuff like that with some of the stuff. So I'm taking this route. I am going to have to go around this whole little loop area and stuff like that. This truck is not very powerful, so once you start going uphill, it starts to go down gears and everything just to get up that hill. Here's a little shortcut going between these 2 buildings here. You get on this road and you stay here on the left side. Be careful of any jeeps or anything like that. Now I am gonna go past this guy. Luckily, nothing happened. But it was right here. Some jeep was coming at me, and I tried to get away from him, and the alarms went off. So we're just continuing up. We're going on this one road. Just keep going, following it, and you can see the yellow marker on the map. And that's where we're going. My loot bag shows that I have 475,920, so that's really good to have. Using another beat. I wanted to get away from him as soon as possible. Like I said, just run through the gate. I'm not going to worry about you. Just don't run over into the guy. But anyways, with the Centinito Tequila, there's going to be 693,000 for that. And so it's going to be well over a million. I mean, just a bit over a million.
Hold up.
Stuff, so
Let's take a look at you. Okay.
So yeah, this little cutscene happens all the time.
Clear. Go on.
And then you're going to see my gun out for the slightest second, and then it gets put away. I don't know why it does that. Anyways, just run straight ahead. Turn right here where this little thing is. Come up to this little area here in front of the fountain. Look over to the right and see that there are some red cones with those guards. Those guards are the ones that will not see you. They'll see through your disguise. So stay away from those cones. But you can run literally right behind them. They don't ever hear, apparently, or whatever. Now, right here, you want to just stand right here. Just stay still. Don't move. This guy's just going to come down. He's going to stop right there. Just walk behind him, and that's it. He ends up staying there for the rest of the time, and don't worry about him. You can kill them, but don't worry about them. So I always go over here first to the safe. I get the money. There's a little pistol in there as well. I don't ever use it, but that's a little key card, but as you saw there. And then I have also this little key that you get from the drunk guy in Los Santos. And so you can get that Cayo Perico gun. So here's a fingerprint cloner. Because this is the hard mode, I have to do 4 instead of the normal 3. And all I do is just go through the list of the side to side, and I just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, for which, 1. The top one is only 1. Then the next one you go 2 down. And then the next one 3 down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then usually sometimes the bottom ones are already set up. And so you just kind of have to go through them. Don't ever look at the side one because it's not going to ever help you. Just count the things and see which one is supposed to be in which one. And to me, that's the best way to do it. So I'll just do this last one. And as you can see, you don't take too long. It starts at 5 minutes. And usually with the 3, I'll get it done well before the 1 minute ends. And then with this one, it just takes a little longer and stuff because it's the 4th one. That's it. So it took me a minute and a half to get that done. Just make sure not to mess up that because that will mess up your elite challenge. So get in here, push the right D-pad, just go straight across, use the torch on the gate. You don't ever have to worry about any guards around here because you're not alerting anybody. So with this, you're using your right trigger. Be careful with the heat because if you see the little bar on the right, I do it till I hit red and then I let it go down to the $sign, hit red, let go, $sign, hit red. All you have to do is 4 times and that'll be it. But if you do it, less long or lengthwise and stuff, it's going to end up needing like 5. So there you can see I have 1.229 million. There's my tape. So I should come out pretty good there. And you can see on the map that the Juggernaut is not around me. And the the guard that was underneath me had already moved out away from underneath me. Come over here, hit the right D-pad to the front gate, and that's it. I mean, to get out of the compound. It does this stupid little cutscene every time, like as if we don't know every time that this is what happens. Okay, so I get out, and what I want to do is go straight and get this guy in the motorcycle. And I just give him a little headshot.
Good work. The compound is
Get the
behind us,
motorcycle.
and they still have no idea what's hit them. We are almost
Turn
home.
around, go
Just get
towards
out
these
of there.
tall trees here.
Your
Get
exit
past
will be
this
the airstrip
helicopter.
is on
There
your
is a guy
GPS
there,
now.
but you can just go behind him. Beware of the trees because they will knock you down. You want some speed to get off of the jump here. And then sometimes, like that right there, when you hit the water, you can lose some of your money. I think I lost about $2,500 there, but still got good. And right here, all you're gonna do is swim. I put on my rebreathers when I get into the water by pushing the left D-pad, and so it gives me the air, so I can stay underneath the water. You can see that you start getting all this stuff from this guy saying that the helicopter's out looking for us. You're gonna see up there on the top it says that a body's found, all this stuff like that. Don't worry about any of that stuff. You just keep swimming down here, and you're gonna see that it just automatically ends the heist. I'm gonna take you back to Los Santos, and that's it. So that was pretty quick. Good prep will get you the Elite Challenge all the time. So it says here, that's how much I could have had from the whole island. That's what I actually got. So I pretty much got $150,000 off. I did it in 12.24 seconds, 12 minutes, 24 seconds. No problems, full loot bag. And so when you do the Elite Challenge, you get an extra $50,000. And so I ended up getting that, 1,179,000. And that's it. That is the end of this. And once we get out, you can see that that's the money that we get. That's it. That's all. That's all there is. See if I show my money. Nope. That was it.